Has no one told Streamlabs that I bought a Logitech camera? Now that they're owned by Logitech, they should like me for having a Logitech camera. I wonder if it's because I don't have a Logitech microphone. They forget to wind up the clockwork. I do believe a portion of it is that BT haven't wound up the clockwork very well. Silly BT. Welcome back, everyone. So yes, I'm not sure exactly where it cut out, but what I was just trying to discuss when Streamlabs be Streamlabs, y'all. There needs to be a way that this is mounted to the chassis properly. And I was just trying to work out what we can do to make that happen. Ideas on the postcard, it's more reliable than letting Streamlabs pass them on. Because Streamlabs has nothing but hate in its heart. That's true, isn't it? Yes. Streamlabs used to have joy in its heart, but then it spent too long listening to Rod and Todd singing about having joy in their heart. There's an old school Simpsons reference for you. Why can Streamlabs not go for more than half an hour without crashing? Well, we've done 4 half hours so far, Luke, so it must be able to. I am going to have to take the end of that shaft off to be able to lift the body in and out. Goggles, ladies and gentlemen. Very old school. I approve. I'm glad you approve. I knew you'd get it, Alex. Of all the people, I knew you'd get it. They don't make these for snipping, you know. The shafts, that is, not the snips. There we go, got it. And I'm not blind because I was wearing my goggles. Also because it went that way, because I aimed it away from me, because you should always aim these things away from you as well as wearing goggles. Then you won't be blind. Old Simpsons is indeed the best Simpsons. I like to pretend that new Simpsons doesn't exist, actually. I'm just going to neaten that up a bit, because, you know, you'll see it loads from inside the saddle tank. Also, neatening it up will help prevent vibration. That's the actual reason we're doing it. I approve indeed. Goggles are very important. So there we go. Now the body comes on and off with the motor in place because we've removed that bit of shaft. I think I know how we do this. I think we have something which goes across in front of this, between the chassis here. There is space for it and everything. So what we want is something that pokes through there, like that, and then if this wasn't sliding down, because I'm not holding it tight enough, the gearbox will have a much harder time spinning round. Well, fun fact, Simpson started in the same year as my N-gauge layout is set. Excellent, that is a fun fact. Gary likes fun facts. Let's Field 1 year anniversary stream, sponsored by the Health and Safety Executive. Well, why not? There's worse people to be sponsored by, let's be honest. Mr. Burns, for example. Yes, I think that is what we do. I think we have something through there. And that stops it moving. One of these days, people are going to think I know what I'm doing, and that's a very dangerous state of affairs. But of course, I'd like to actually point out that this stream is not sponsored by anyone. Just happens to be that safety gear is important, and we were discussing it last night on my Discord server. Hooray for the Discord. Ahoy hoy. How did you decide on the motor pitch, Gary? Obviously, it's influenced by how big the boiler is. What else would you advise? Parallel horizontal motor on an incline. I decide by what I can fit. That is it. That is, if it fits, it fits. Otherwise, I don't think it matters a huge amount, to be perfectly honest. As I say, this one has been pitched so that it sits there. It is leaning on this edge, and with the body on, it is basically pressed against the top of the tank. So in this case, it very much is. It couldn't go anywhere else, pitch-wise. But yeah, especially when running through a gearbox like this, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Health and Safety Executive are the purest form of evil there is, well apart from DEFRA. No, they're not. People misinterpreting and being overzealous with health and safety might be the purest form of evil, but the Health and Safety Executive itself is not. Oh, that might work. Gary spies an idea on his DJH bits. That's plenty wide enough. It should fit through that gap. Let's find out, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be very close to the wheels, so I'm not keen on this idea of using metal. But we'll do it anyway. Why not? Rotor gearbox combo looks useful. It is a 1015 gearbox from motor from High Level. along with their Slimliner Plus gearbox with a 54:1 ratio gearing. Set up for 3mm axles, which I have got from Scale Link. I think this is my second trickiest engine to date to get a gearbox in. The first is still in development by all technical standards. No point, no Defra is still the purest form of evil, and nothing will change my mind on that. I don't know enough on Defra's evil to comment on it, Alex, so you can have that opinion, and I won't try and change it. Not that I've designed too many engines with motors in mind anyhow. I tend to find motors are quite important. Thought it was a Slimliner. It's what Dave Dutton's used on Shannon's, what I'm planning on putting in Jemmy. It's a Slimliner Plus. Not just a Slimliner, it's the Slimliner Plus with the 54:1 gearbox, which with wheels this size should give us a maximum speed of 31 miles an hour. Which seems like a great top speed for something like this, if you ask me. Motors are overrated. No, this one's rated for 12 volts DC, which is what it will get through a DCC chip, so it's not overrated at all, Luke. Perfect rating. It's too big, anyway. It's too big. That idea failed. Back to the idea I was having. No, that'll never fit. Hang on a second. I want to make sure what I've got will fit first. No, that'll never fit. See? I knew it. You're even bigger. No. How odd that I don't have any. $60 for Jenny Lynn's big drivers. Yeah, I've got a calculator that I downloaded from the High Level website to work out what speed you'll get based with your wheel sizes and gear ratios and motor RPMs. Thought DCC was 16 volt. Yeah, but not when it gets to the motor, it's not, Luke. Anything specific, I mean, but I know what you meant when you said you not designed with motors in mind. Ooh, yes. Hello, Will. How are you? Welcome to part 3 of my 1-year anniversary stream. Also, Jenny on stream when I've got one, Alex. I've still not got mine. That won't fit. Be amazing. I think this bit here is actually an offcut from a Pullman. Actually, a piece of Pullman carriage. Got a few of these about. As does Mr. Moderator. He has just one, though. Can't imagine where he got that from. God, this is an awkward size hole. Ah, here we go. We've got something. We've got something, everyone. car. It's got fine. It's a car. It's from a Pullman car, Lady Alex. I'm owed one, but it's not arrived yet, Alex, and I'm in no rush for it. Oh, the bot wants you to smash the like button. I want the bot to say hydration is important. I love that that's what she rages about. Of course it is. Of course that's what the good lady rages about. So yes, Will, you've missed us making up the gearbox motor combo for our lovely little tank engine. And when I say tank engine, it's little, I mean it. This is the Terrier that is bigger than it. Gary, I do know that, Luke. Find a bunch of extremely cheap kits. Excellent, Will. Excellent. Gary rages when you call Brighton vehicles coaches. Well, they're not coaches. That's why. They're carriages. Not coaches. They're carriages. Carriages, okay? Yeah, that's excellent. Lots of cheap kits. That's really good to hear. Cheap kits are the best kits. This kit was designed by Javier. Some time ago now, but before Christmas. Got to say I'm turning into a bit of a Pullman nerd. No, you're not, Luke. No, you're not. So yes, I've got some planked plastic art. This is going to fit. Let's put the knife blade back on. Craven liked many locos. He did indeed like many locos. The more locos, the better. Where is the knife? There's the knife blade. How did we get over there? Told you well, young Pullman one. By an 1860s Pullman. Excellent. This is an 1860s loco wheel. Learned so much from Pullmans from Alex's. I think everyone has learned so much about Pullmans from Alex's Fred. She's a very knowledgeable lady. And I certainly appreciate the knowledge. I've always liked Pullmans. I've just never been anywhere near as knowledgeable as her. What was the Craven livery? The Craven livery was a bit like that. They have seats, they're coaches. No, they're carriages. The Brighton had carriages, it did not have coaches. I think that's a polite way of saying she's obsessed. Get her away from armchair. After Wilton carpet now. No, not at all. Not at all. I think your knowledge is wonderful. So why did you fit through a minute ago, but now you don't? Is it because your ends need shaving? That quirky thing Craven and Stroudy did. So one of them did something with the shirts ranging. Oh, that was Stroudley was very insistent at the start of every shift. Your shirt should be pure white, could not be grey, could not be cream, could not be slightly off-white. It had to be pure white. And if you were driving out of Brighton, he would inspect you. Which is just mad when you consider the environment that they're in. Craven did a lot, yeah. Craven was not a nice person out. We don't need to read. Well, you don't want to know about his personal life. Seriously, I've only cut you because I tested you and made sure you fit through the hole. So why are you now not fitting through the hole? That's rather irritating. Did the LBSC purposely look for insane CMEs? Well, why not? Clearly, insanity brings good CMEs. I mean, they couldn't go for someone fully sane after Craven, could they? This is good, isn't it, everyone? Take something that fits, make sure it fits, and then once you've cut it to size, and then suddenly it doesn't fit. Have so many questions. Like what, Luke? Ask away. Gray wasn't that insane, but I know nothing about him. I don't think many people know about Gray. Sound like lively people to work for. Indeed. Was the LBSC insane? Yes, but in a good way. Everyone's insane in a good way. The only railway engineer in the UK that I know Crews liked was Sterling. A lot of them seemed a bit crazy. So does employing anyone non-English. Look at Billy. Also, clearly a new high bar needed to be set. Feel sorry for the wives of the enginemen who had to wash their husbands' white shirts. A lot of them, their shirts were impossible to clean, and it was a case of wearing a brand new shirt every day. It took up the majority of their wages. The Brighton in its early days did not have great staff relations. There we go, that fits. So remember, this is not how the kit's designed to work. But something needs to hold it in place. Painted tender tops, weird shades of orange, painted loco roofs white, and insisted all the crew's shirts were white. I'm pretty sure they were insane. Yeah. Cudworth was stubborn as anything. What happened if their shirt wasn't white? I don't know. Probably docked to their pay, knowing Stroudley. I think Gooch did the same thing on the GWR. Ah, well that would be a big explainer of things, because of course Stroudley apprenticed under Gooch at Swindon. So if Gooch did that, that's why Stroudley did it. Shocked, well, not shocked. I think my favourite how IG can expose him now. No, he wasn't colourblind. He was very much not colourblind. 'Tis a myth. Great. grandfather worked for the LDSCR. That is pretty cool. That is the sort of fact that makes me happy. Ah, I had it there. There we go. And now the gearbox is nice and tightly in place. It is not moving at all. Oh, life is a lie. My father, who was born 37, knew him as a child when my father was a child. That is, I guess that's what you meant, James. Wow, that's just like yellow. Parents' house still has a clock that used to belong to him. That's amazing. So does that mean somewhere I need a driver pets on my layout, does it, James? But yeah, so there we go. One motor firmly held in place. Everything fits together with the motor in place. So I am happy with that. Worst livery in the UK was Highland green and purple. I mean, it doesn't sound like the most appealing livery ever. Yes, that could work. Yeah, I think I need a driver pets on the layout. Definitely. See, the problem now is I want to cut this short, but now that I've got it in there, I don't want it to come back out again. There we go. Perfect. If it wasn't a drive, so you'd have to put in a signal box. IQ, MG, and orange was the worst. I don't know. Green and purple. Of course, he wasn't the driver, so you'd have to put in a signal box. Even a signal. Ah, well then, signal box it is. I don't think the signalman on Oak Hill has a name yet. Problem solved. M&GN colours could be bad, but I think it's closer to umber than just bad painting. 1890s magazine stated the LTSR's livery was most garish to run in London. Some of the old Cornish broad gauge era Great Western photos I have show enginemen wearing white clothing that's dead mucky. Perhaps the rule wasn't enforced further you were away from Swindon. Quite possibly, yes. So Stroudley never left Brighton to check things, so that's very possible. To be fair, none of the pre-grouping liveries were bad. No, I can't think of any that were bad. Not sure what high livery you mean. HR livery scene will look lovely. Definitely signal box cats. Can you see the link? Links do not work, Will. It's a quirk with YouTube. I haven't actually got links banned, but for some reason, YouTube be YouTube, yo. And only mods can post them. It's really strange. So there we have our gearbox built. We have it mountable in the chassis. This is all very positive, I would say. Although I have just realised one thing I've done that might cause issues. No, it should be fine. It's because I need to put the axle through there, and then I need to screw the cog onto it, don't I? Which would probably have been easier without having that bar through there, but it's there and it's stuck now, so it's staying. Alex, are you on Discord? Yes, both of us are. YouTube's corrupt incentive to prevent people from posting links, stop people being encouraged to navigate away from YouTube. Post it in prototype discussion. Good idea, Will. Good idea indeed. I'm guessing it had already gone by the time I read that from the comments coming through. Someone says it looks grand. So yes, what is the time? The time is 23:39. We have 20 minutes left. I don't quite want to fit that properly until this glue has had time to dry. So why don't we, whilst we wait, attach some crank pin nuts to the wheels. Because I think it would be great for tonight, by the end of the stream, to have got all the wheels under it and the motor in. And then you know I'm coming back to this next week. Where's me decent set of pliers? Oh, decent set. Oh, decent set. There we are. You're actually the worst condition set of pliers. Decent set of pliers. Did you know that? Fun fact for y'all. E-by gum laddie looks pretty as a kind of summer's eve. Nothing wrong with that livery, I reckon. So what livery is it? Because obviously I'm a little bit preoccupied for looking at Discord. Line darkish green. Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I like that livery. Looks fine if a little quality street. That's the best way I've ever heard a livery described. Proof of cabs and Highland Railway written for. Yeah, I know the livery. I like that livery. Do Phoenix Paints not do a colour for it? I believe they do. M&GN is an awful livery to get right, is it really? There a bit of contention over that livery, is there? There we go, that's volume better than the first one did. You know what, I've just thought these are designed for this, aren't they, I believe? Hang on, let me have a look up close. They are too. That's how you do it. with the same screwdriver that does the axles. Proper tools and all that, lads and lasses. Oh god, what's happening here? I agree, the engine good contender for worst livery. American liveries can be garish. To go now. Okay, good night, Heritage Railway Productions. Thank you for stopping by. Has been great to have you here as always. Shall speak to you later. Short garish. How about Network Southeast? Oh god, dying. PTSD flashbacks. That is, James. Some of those 1860s US liveries are amazingly intricate. Great rest of stream, everyone. Thank you for streaming. Has been absolutely fantastic having you here. Enjoy school tomorrow. Night, how's the strict Jason? Doing it on digital model, even with good graphics software, it's hard to get the right colour. Oh, really? I did not know it was like that. Trying to think, I know someone who does M and GN on RM Web, and I can't think who it is because they'd be the person to get it right. 1980s Amtrak is one of the James Smith one. The loco painted in what sounds the same as LBSCR Umber. Oh, really? NSE will feature heavily on my Engage layout. Yes, okay. I think I'm caught up with chat now. Notice I say think. Unfortunately, they made it over here. What made it over here? The Amtrak livery, not just red, white and blue on a silver background. That sounds a lot like NSE. All the right colours in all the right places. There we go. Crank pins in place. Remember your amazing markets tools, everyone. Yes, depends on like a chocolate line with a thick black band edged in yellow. I mean, that's definitely very similar to it, yes. Anyway, digital exchange, you feel if something's really bad. Not so bad. There's a link from Alex for something. Interesting, which is not so. No, look at GG1. Looks less garish than NSE to me. You're only good to see you on the streams. Ah, you've clocked who it is, have you, Killian? I have to say, I have fond memories of Network Southeast. I do not have fond memories of Network Southeast. I have memories of Network Southeast. Fond's not the word. No. No, it is not. Right, so now we're going to be very careful here, because we do not want to drop the Danny screw, which is basically a thread with a slit cut in the top. I want to get that in place, get the smallest of my screwdrivers, and just get it part of the way in there. There we go. We make sure the axle will still go through the hole. Indeed it will. It was a little bit tight. There we go. Da, 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 da. American liveries made it over here, but it didn't last too long after 1906, except on military and private circus trains. Fair enough, Alex. It's usually one second. It sounds like something, looks like something from the Sunburst idea. If my dear Anglo-Saxon friends have never seen Milwaukee Road streamlined engines, I can't recommend it more. I believe I have seen Milwaukee Road. Yes, I'm like Killian, so I'm here. You didn't like NSE? I did not like NSE, James. I did not in the slightest. But because I was living in Eastbourne, the only NSE stuff I saw in service was VEPs. And I think it's more VEPs than anything else, but it's VEPs. Constantly. NSE VEPs everywhere. Oh yeah, Soundtrack GG1 is bad. Yes, it is. Remember the blue and grey slowly giving way to brightly coloured NSE livery and find it all a bit exciting. Yeah, but VEPs. NSE did look nice on the old London Underground units. To be fair, I was 6 at the time. WC, NSE 50s are marvellous. They are indeed. I'm hoping Dapple will announce revised version of livery on the locomotive soon. Yes, WC. Took me forever to find what Southern livery was on those. I liked that. They have little corridor sections. I liked those. I mean, the layout was fine. I was not a fan of having to use them. This is going to be fun. Fun is the word I choose to use to describe this. Fun with a capital F. Problems have been discovered. Problems, ladies and gentlemen, at 10 to midnight. Problems that could easily have been avoided. That cog sticks up further. You just have to trust me because it's not focusing. The cog sticks up higher, so it's contacting with this too much. Just there. Can we get a line I can actually see? It's a line I can actually see. Now let's double check that line. Yes, just there. Where that line is, it is contacting. Don't remember what units were. Strong memories are loud slam door units. It's a Black Friday sometimes, London British NSE livery or early Connex. Probably VEPs. Horrible things. It's an easy to fix problem now that we know what it is. I just need to find where my snips went. Oh, well, didn't want the whole thing to come out. I just wanted to take a chunk out the middle. Oh, gonna have to get that bit of paint off there and slide it back through this way, and all the glue and everything else. Fun times. I see you enjoying features there, everyone. Let me try and catch up on chat quickly since we've only got 5 minutes left. Well, time to bring out the file. Always, just don't count anything post national line. Fiddly with a capital F, indeed, Annie. Oh, what problems? Not problems caused by you, Javier. No, I was allowed to stand for region, at least. Don't count anything post nationalisation. So I remember the vets. Nationalisation was a very bad idea. Hydration is important, indeed. 2005-ish, heading down to Ashford by Tunbridge. Don't remember ever taking the train from Vic by Maidstone at that time with King's Cross, Paddington, via Thameslink or Malvern. Yeah, that'd be a vet then, Alex. I'll have that feature. Sounds about right for that era. They all went in November 05. They did indeed. Javier, you have good taste. And there's the Javier link. I also remember having to sit in the guards compartment the whole way once on suitcase with big Irish set tied to the wooden wall. The guard had to lift me down onto the platforms. Say, guard, the luggage compartment gives me. It must have been exciting. It's really well. Yes, loud, dusty. Being very tired. Yeah, sounds it. Wonderful time. That's still not going to go through. So that's got too much build up from the glue and everything round it. God, we have 5 minutes to go. A part of me wants to overrun, another part of me says, but you've got 2 videos to film and a school run to do in the morning. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Told you it wouldn't fit. So we're not getting the wheels on it tonight. We've had a successful night. The problems are not insurmountable. They will all work fine. That may actually make life easier for us, what just happened there. Yes, James, oops indeed. But it may actually make life easier for us. It means I can get it in, get it stuck. And then get the axle box stuck on again afterwards. It'll be fine. Would I lie to you? Never. That's not my style. Yeah, see, that's good. That's plenty to line it up. That's going to be fine. That's not going to cause any issues at all, actually. This is fine. Yes, this is fine. This is fine. I've ripped the lid off my super glue now as well. This is fine. This is fine. There's the fiddly tweezers gone. There they are. They might do this better. There we go. And there is that repaired. See, this is fine. And we are ready to pick up next week, when we'll be able to start the stream by getting this loco with its motor fitted on its wheels. Let me see. No, there's not too much to catch on. Slough York, intriguing change of Reading for cross-country, cough. Backup print, cough. There's no backup prints here, Alex. Everone smoke, then went across King's Cross. Here's one I made earlier. Probably faster route. You're up very near Slough. Remember visiting the NRM by train when I was 5. That's bridge type. Fast hurts my spelling. How durable is super glue? I've never had much luck with it. Once the super glue has dried and got it held in place, I will get it braced properly, most likely using some brass and some epoxy to hold it and give it the actual strength there. For now, the super glue is going to hold it in place and just get us that initial hold so that it's there. And I can drop some brass strip across the back to get an actual decent fit on it. As I have done, for example, with this loco here, where the steps have snapped off, initially held back on with super glue, where they will again come off, and then the brass strips and 2-part epoxy as a permanent fix. That's which I've really not close to next, but I regret enough progress has been made. I approve of progress. Indeed, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is now midnight here in the UK. I have 2 videos to film for you all to enjoy through the week, and I have a school run in the morning. So of course this is where we call it a night. It has been absolutely fantastic. You are all incredible. You have all stuck through Streamlabs problems, and it really does mean a lot. So yes, we have been doing this for a year now. It is fantastic, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Please do smash that like button if you haven't already, and do subscribe if you aren't. It really does help the channel. It really does mean a lot. I'd like to thank Annie for her Patreon donation today. That really does help the channel. It goes a long way towards helping make sure there is always projects here. So thank you for that. It really does mean a lot. So yes, thank you everyone. You are all awesome. But for now, I have been Gary. This has been Let's Build. You have been amazing. Thank you for watching. And good night.